Hey, what's up? What happening? I'm Kim Skaugvoll, and today I'm gonna show you something really cool. It's called Adobe Capture. It's a mobile app which allows you to capture a color palette or a color swatch, which you can use in Photoshop. It also allows you to capture a color LUT, which speeds up your workflow incredibly much. Just a couple of clicks, you can color grade entire sequences in Premiere Pro or pictures in Photoshop. You can also use it to vectorize drawings you made for Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop. It's a really cool piece of equipment. It's very powerful. Now, let's get to it. Now let's check out this Adobe Cadabra stuff. If you go into your app store and type in Adobe Capture CC, you will find this app here, and if you download it and link it to your Adobe Creative Cloud subscription, use this to make some really cool stuff. You can create color LUTs for both Photoshop and Premiere Pro. You can also use it to make vector files. If you have a drawing you like and you want to vectorize it, this is the app to do it. Let's jump in and take a look at how the interface works. Adobe Capture. So first off, I have it to open up on colors because I use it a lot to get color palettes. This is how it looks, and if you press the big plus sign, you can choose if you want to use color sliders to create your colors. But what I like to do is if I'm outside and there's a beautiful light somewhere that shines on landscape, that gives it a really nice color and glow. Brings up my camera, and then you just hold it and it keeps looking at colors until the little circles are on the colors you like. You can just press on the screen once and it freezes them. And then you see all the colors that are on top, which is in your profile right now, and you press the capture button. And now you can do some fine adjusting if you like. This is just gonna be a test because I don't really like that, but this is the next, so you can see you can fine-tune your colors. You can go into CMYK, Labs, HSB. I keep it on RGB, then you press next. And here you go, and you get all the colors on top. You go into your CC library and choose where you want them. And then I want it on my color swatches. And I'm gonna name this test for YouTube. And then you hit press the save color theme. And you can see it ended up on top there. I'm gonna do a couple more here before we jump into Photoshop and Premiere Pro to show you this. And if you wanted to create shapes or a brush in Photoshop, for example, you hit the brush tab plus the big plus sign again. You choose whatever you want. I just drew these up really quickly to make this tutorial. And then we have, I want just that one, that star for now. Once you got it all out like that, you press the capture picture, and now you're gonna crop it in so you just get what you want. And you hit the next button, and here you can see some previews of what it will look like. If you want to do a layer style brush or a Photoshop sketch brush. But here we get to the fun stuff, which is the Photoshop CC brushes. And here you can choose to have them like single, but to just spread vertically. And you get some with scattering as well, and a lot of scattering. And you can do like Illustrator brushes, lots of cool stuff. I'm just gonna keep it on for fun, the second one, and hit next. And here you can try and draw stuff just to see how it looks. And if you didn't like that one, you can go back to that one, hit next, and then try drawing it again. Or if you like that one, just to check and see, you can see you get a star cluster here. I want to keep it on that one. Okay, we know it's good. I don't want to keep it in my color swatches. I want it on my brush. I'm gonna call this Star Brush Tutorial, and then just save the brush. Now we made a color palette, we made a brush, and now we're gonna make a shape here, which works in Illustrator and Photoshop. It's basically the same as, and here we need to use the slider to mask away stuff. There we go, just the football I drew up really quickly. And it looks good, but I got some black stuff on the top which we need to erase. So we just press the erase button and then we go to next. And we can check out with smoothing what it does. This is how you make a SVG file. That looks pretty good. So I'm gonna keep it on smooth. And here we can go into, I'm gonna keep it in my brush for now. And then call it AM football, American football. Then we just hit save. And you can make patterns too, which is great if you want to make custom wallpaper for your composites or compositings. So if we go to patterns, pretty much use any object you want. I'm gonna use this Apple mouse here. You just press the plus sign and you can choose how it's gonna look. You can twist and turn, zoom in, zoom out. Okay, so if you like that one, I'm gonna keep it at this, like this here, just for now. There we go, and press the capture button. Now we can twist them into some star shapes. That looks great. And that's how you can get a wallpaper. You can zoom out, really zoom in. You can see that you just see like the end bud of the Apple mouse. That looks great. Then you hit next and put them in my wallpaper library and call it Apple mouse. And then just hit save. Now we get to the color LUTs, this is the most important thing to me. I love this. You go into looks and then you open up this look setting with pressing the big plus sign. Now you use it as a camera. You can see you get all the colors the camera sees on the bottom. So if I go in a little bit further, you get some more colors. And if I take that one, now we can see a preview that Adobe has given us on still pictures. So we can press each one to see how they will affect the pictures. And that one looks really great. Or you can check it to see how it looks on film you made. You can just by pressing these, and it looks great. Check out the fall here, a little bit oversaturated with reds. I'm gonna keep it to something pretty cool. I like this one. And then you can add your own if you have a specific picture in mind, just to see how it looks. This one, and we can check out, you can see the different colors you can make out of the one you just took. But if you don't want to use your own picture, you just swipe up and it's deleted. Okay, then once you found the color you like, you go in here, you choose your whatever library you made. And I'm gonna call this tutorial YouTube, and then press save look. Okay, when I come back we'll be in Photoshop. So here we are inside Photoshop CC. I have just opened a random picture that I had on my hard drive to show you how you can use color swatches, the custom brush we made using capture and the LUTs, and also how we can place the SVG files we used to make extras or B-rolls on our pictures. So here you can see my foreground color is white, background color is black. And if you go into your libraries under color swatches, because that's where I saved the color lookup we made with Adobe Capture. And if you don't see your libraries, you go up to window and down to libraries and it shall pop up. And then you just go here, you find your color swatches, you scroll until you find the right one. This is the one I made just for YouTube for this tutorial purpose. So we still have white as foreground here. If I press double click this button, you can see it changes the colors. And now my brush will paint that color. Let me just erase that and take a new layer, and you can see it changes again. If you double click on there, you get a lighter blue, darker blue, you get a brown, orangey one, and a super light blue. So that's how you use Adobe Capture to make your own color palettes or color swatches, which is awesome. And if you wanted to use one of the brushes we made, you just go up here, you click it, you open a new layer, you hold down Control and Option to make the size bigger or smaller. And then you have stars here. You can place as many as you want. You can change the colors. You can make it red whatever you want to do. And Command Control T, you can scale them, rotate, do all that good stuff. Delete this layer, okay, and then we can look at the wallpaper just for fun. I'm gonna use my square box here or rectangular tool, cut off here, mark that, new layer, and then you press drag over and you can scale the size of your wallpaper here. So you can see how much you want to see or want to be like that. Keep it at 25% for now. You can link it with the layer I just made so it becomes the active layer, and you can snap it to the origin if you move it a little and press OK. You can also go in, just double press on this place and you get up that same dialog box again. We don't need this right now. Okay, so now the coolest part with everything. Remember I said we can make color LUTs with Adobe Capture on your iPhone, which is a stroke of genius if you ask me. So all you need to do, you have your picture up, you just double click it and you can see it instantly changes and you get a new layer, which is your color LUT. You can double press or click here and you get up this little dialog box where you can change stuff if you want. You can use the built-in Adobe color LUTs. You can do fall colors, go crisp winter look, which is like a light bluish color, and bleach bypass. You can do all sorts of stuff there, which is really awesome. Or you can do your own, you can change between them if you have more. So that's really awesome, and you can do the same thing in Premiere Pro, and that's where it comes to play even more. You can really fast and efficiently color grade your videos, and that's what I'm gonna show you now. Now we're inside Premiere Pro. I just loaded in a small video clip here, and we're under the editing section of Premiere Pro. You wanna make an adjustment layer for this color LUT to work. So you press new, you go to adjustment layer, just click OK, you drag it out and then extend it the whole length of your clip if that's what you want. You click up here on libraries and then you click, hold and drag it down to the adjustment layer, and watch what happens. Instantaneously color graded. And then you can go back here to editing, for example, or you can watch it right there and you can see it's color graded. Not that that looks super good, but you get the idea how you can use Adobe Capture to create color LUTs for videos and your still photos. And if that's not Adobe Cadabra, I don't think anything is. So that's Adobe Capture. I hope you liked this tutorial, and don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button if you did. If you have any tutorials you want me to do, just post them below and I will see what I can do. I hope you get use out of this, and I'll see you next time.